Yeah, and this is a great point. This is one of the hidden benefits of LED and a good illustration of system effect, because the difference here is that in this building, the leaf temperature that the plants see, or one slide with the psych chart there, with the temperature that the leaves of the plants see is the same, because then that's what we're trying to equalize the conditions for the plants. Therefore, the air temperature in the room has to be higher with LED, because the HID lights, the high pressure sodium lights, have a significant amount of infrared being emitted from them, so they're directly heating the leaf surface. So again, another illustration of it's all about the plants. And just so happens without that infrared, yeah, we can raise the entire temperature of the room, and we need to. One of the problems is a lot of people overcool when they first use LED, and their plants are much colder than they were under their HPS rig.
Yeah, and you can see that illustrated on this chart here. I had previously used this slide to illustrate differences between targets for an HID and targets for an LED operation, and the orange one represents targets that are lower temperature and lower relative humidity. And we note that the green dot here in the top right represents a target for LED. However, our Massachusetts example is choosing to kind of go in the more HID direction. They're choosing lower temperatures at night and pretty low relative humidities. So this particular example could have an opportunity to go higher temperature or higher humidity, Mike, according to your sort of, theoretically, they could. It just depends on how they're doing.
I'm quite involved in that building. So the reason that those are low right now is that those are design parameters, absolute max. Like our absolute lowest and driest, we will be running probably we'll be running at a higher temperature, higher humidity on average than those. Those are just our design.
That's important, I guess, for the utility PAs to understand, is that, like, especially when throwing around these set points and trying to understand what the growers are actually going to do, understanding what the most extreme is versus what they're actually going to run at is probably helpful for inputs for projects. So
yes, I think it's really important for both cultivators and engineers to make sure they talk about what is your design condition, like your worst case design condition, versus what do you think you're actually going to be at.